How to command respect, even from those who try to belittle you. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone disrespects you in public? Perhaps they make an unpleasant joke at your expense, trying to humiliate you in front of others. Or maybe they interrupt you mid-sentence, disregarding your words as if they don't matter. It's frustrating, it's demeaning, and worst of all, it can make you feel powerless. But here's the truth: respect is not given freely, it's earned. And even those who habitually devalue others can be made to respect you if you know how to handle these situations correctly. In this video, we're going to explore powerful psychological strategies that will allow you to navigate these moments with confidence and grace. By the end, you'll know exactly how to react when someone tries to ridicule you publicly. So stay with us, because the techniques we're about to share can transform the way others perceive you, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Now, before we dive into the practical steps, let's take a moment to understand why people behave this way in the first place. Why do people disrespect you? Often, when someone belittles you, it's not because they actually hate you. It's not always personal. Instead, it's about power and opportunism. Some people thrive on gaining status by making others seem smaller. They believe that by cutting you down, they can elevate themselves. This happens in social groups, workplaces, even within families. Think about a workplace environment where colleagues compete for promotions. Some individuals will try to gain an advantage by undermining others. They might subtly mock your ideas in meetings or dismiss your input to make themselves look smarter. Or consider a group of friends where one person always cracks jokes at others' expense. They disguise their insults as just humor, but the truth is, they want attention, and they get it by putting you down. The key to handling these situations is establishing respect from the start. And no, that doesn't mean demanding it forcefully. It means setting boundaries in a way that commands respect naturally. Let's explore 5 practical techniques to help you gain immediate respect and ensure that no one takes advantage of you again. 1. First impressions matter a lot. Whether you realize it or not, people form opinions about you within seconds of meeting you. That's why the way you carry yourself in those initial moments is crucial. For example, when you meet someone, always stand up to shake their hand. Do not stay seated. When you remain seated while greeting someone, you subconsciously put yourself in a position of lower status. The other person will naturally look down at you, both literally and metaphorically. Another mistake? Looking at their hand instead of their face. When you focus on their hand while shaking it, your head tilts downward, reinforcing a submissive posture. Instead, maintain strong eye contact and greet them with confidence. These small adjustments in body language can immediately shift the way people perceive you. 2. Handling interruptions with authority. Picture this: you're in the middle of speaking, making an important point, and suddenly, someone cuts you off. What do most people do? They either stop talking, allowing the interrupter to dominate the conversation, or they try to speak over them, leading to an awkward power struggle. But here's a better approach: pause. Turn towards the person and fix them with a steady, confident gaze. Don't say anything immediately, just look at them. That moment of silence is powerful. It forces the interrupter to realize they've made a mistake. Then, when the timing is right, calmly say, "Can I finish what I was saying?" Or, "I'd like to complete my thought." This strategy asserts your authority without creating conflict. More often than not, the other person will back down. 3. Dealing with insulting jokes. We've all been there. Someone makes a joke at our expense, and the people around us laugh. It feels humiliating, doesn't it? But instead of reacting emotionally, try this psychological trick. Pretend you didn't hear the joke. Stay calm, look at the person who made the joke, and say, "Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Could you repeat that?" Why does this work? Because repeating a joke, especially one meant to humiliate someone, kills its impact. The humor disappears, and suddenly the person who made the joke is put on the spot. They may hesitate, realizing how childish their comment sounds when said again. This simple tactic shifts the power dynamic back in your favor. 4. Disrupting provocation with an unexpected response. Some people love to provoke. They poke at you, trying to get a reaction. Because when you react emotionally, they win. But you can take away their power instantly by responding in a completely unexpected way. For example, if someone says something rude to you, instead of engaging, say something totally unrelated like, "Do you know a good coffee place around here? I think I wore too much cologne today." It sounds random, and that's the point. This completely disrupts their attempt to provoke you. Instead of engaging in their game, you throw them off balance. They lose momentum, and their attempt at controlling the conversation falls flat. 5. Walking away, the ultimate power move. Here's an important truth. You are not obligated to tolerate disrespect. If someone refuses to respect you, despite your best efforts, it's time to walk away. Walking away does not mean you've lost. It means you refuse to participate in a dynamic where your value isn't recognized. A wise person once said, "I'd rather be an appreciated absence than a disrespected presence." So if you find yourself in an environment where people constantly devalue you, don't waste your energy trying to prove your worth. Remove yourself. Your silence and absence will say more than any words ever could. Final thoughts. Your experience matters. Now we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever faced a situation where someone tried to belittle you? How did you handle it? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might just help someone going through a similar struggle. And if you found these techniques valuable, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom in Life channel. We'll see you in the next one.